Hey, Marland here. I am convinced that when you have a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And so, what I want to communicate to you is that no solution is always the right solution 100% of the time. Sometimes we get a 3D printer and we think, oh boy, now every problem I have can be solved by designing and 3D printing something. For example, cable management on your sim rig. This right here is a piece of profile, and I mount it vertically to my sim rig so that I can put accessories or cameras or whatever I want on it, and it's easily accessible for me to grab it. But sometimes you got to run a wire. So you can see here, I ran a wire from my webcam down and goes back around to my PC so that I can make content. So let's consider other ways this problem could have been solved, and some are 3D printed, some are not. So say you have a USB cable, super long, so it can go from the quiver back to your PC. So you got it strapped up because you hold your things in value and you put them away neatly, right? So you got a cable here and you think, boy, this is the end of a USB, and I really wish that I could grab it and pull it out whenever I wanted. So you're thinking to yourself, how do I solve this problem? And then you look around and you think, boy, I saw something on Etsy, but I don't want to use that. I will design something and 3D print it. So you come up with this. And I think I actually modified something for this. So I took something, I made it bigger for an M8 bolt because M8 bolt is what I had. So you got an M8 bolt, and then to put something in profile, you need a T-nut. Hopefully that matches your bolt. So you go up here and you say, and put in a T-bolt. You put a bolt through your device. Then you get out the tool that you're going to need. In my case, that's a wrench. You say to yourself, oh boy, I am ready to solve this problem. So you put that in there, you put it up, and you say, oh man, it's going in there. Not quite, almost. Boom. You now have a cable positioned, easily accessible. Ta-da! So awesome, right? But then you've got this cable laying around and you think, boy, I wish I could store my things neatly because that's what I like to do. So you put your tool away. Always put it back, not just down. Put it away. All right, so you're thinking to yourself, man, I love 3D printing. So you look at Etsy and again, you say, that's too expensive. I got a 3D printer. So you make this thing. What is this? This is a cable management device that you just stick in and go. So take it like that, put it in like that, screw it till it's tight, bam, you're done. You want to remove it, push in, twist some more, twist some more, pull it out. Not that hard. But this is expensive because you have a hex bolt, you have a T-nut, you have a bunch of printed filament, you have a knob. So there are ways to make this cheaper, but if you buy from my store, you're gonna pay through the nose because I don't play that cheap stuff, man. Also, you wanna manage that cable, you have something simple like this, 3D printed. I downloaded that right off of Thingiverse. Put it in like that, twist it, hope it stays in place. If it doesn't, then you know that you need to modify it or the channel's too thick. But you put that on there, this is the same solution I used right back here. So, done with that. Always put it down, not put it away, right? No, put it away. You got this, but you can see it doesn't quite work because the channel's a little deeper than you'd like. But if you just want something you can press in there temporarily, that works. Put it down, put it away. Again, something similar like this. You can buy these, but guess what? I designed one and 3D printed it, and it's gonna have the same problem. Not quite fitting, right? But the way that you would use it, say to yourself, oh wow, I have a zip tie, right? Put that thing through there, put that in there, twist it, find out you did it wrong, then you twist it out, put it the opposite way, put it in, twist it. Since it doesn't stay in place, you gotta do all this nonsense. Put it in, wrap it around. Guess what? It stays in place now. You can slide that up and down across your profile, but ideally you want that to stay in place. Put it down, because you're not putting stuff away yet. So you got a couple other solutions, but you figured it out. You don't have to 3D print everything. Bought like 100 of these for like $6, right? So you got this, got an M6 T-nut, got an M6 bolt. Take this, drop this bolt through here. And now, wherever you put an M6 T-nut, you know that you can put a zip tie or a piece of Velcro tape or whatever. So slide that in there. Now look at you, solution just sitting there waiting for you. So then you grab your trusty screwdriver, and since you're into overkill, you take this, put that in there, line it up, and then you turn gently, because if you use a power screwdriver for this, you're gonna break something. So that stays in place, and it doesn't matter whether or not you're sliding up and down, or whether your channel's too deep, because you just twist till it's tight. Then you grab your zip tie, not the one that you used before, but you got another one, because you always have like a million of these laying around. Stick that through, put your cable down, now your cable is tight, and if you need to change the way or the location that is, you look for your screwdriver and you think, oh boy, where did I put it? Should have put it away, not just down. See me looking around like a fool. Don't know where I put my screwdriver. So, use your wrench. Stick it in there, turn it. Oh, wait, doesn't work. So, gotta cut your zip tie. Make sure you cut on this end so you can reuse it later. Bam, didn't cut your cable. Bonus. All right, take your wrench, put it away. If you just put it down, you lose it, like I lost my screwdriver. I'm sure that'll turn up somewhere. What are other ways you can put things on? If you don't want to use a zip tie, they have reusable zip ties. So put that through. Tighten it up. And if you decide you don't want to use it anymore, squeeze, pull out. Awesome. I don't know how many of the solutions that I came up with involved a 3D printer, but that one was 0. I just bought the stuff. Did it cost more than 3D printing? 3D printing takes a couple things. It takes time, it takes filament, and you have to have a 3D printer, not free. So yeah, there's a lot of ways you can handle stuff like this. I mentioned this thing that you can just press in. So this might be the right size. This says on it that is for 5mm thick cables. So you put that in, you twist it, doesn't quite work, stick it in there. I thought it was good, but you know, not that great. So take that out. You can print this in any orientation you want. So if you have one that goes across, you just make it. I think that's all I've got for you. So yeah, plenty of ways to skin a cat. If you have a hammer, not everything's a nail. Sometimes you need to put the hammer down. Then you think, boy, I better put it away. I'm gonna go look for my screwdriver. I'll see you guys in the next one. Another solution to a problem you might have with this is good old strip of Velcro. So this thing came with a strip of Velcro, but it doesn't fit. If it does, it's not gonna fit well. So you find yourself a strip of Velcro. Usually this comes in a roll, and you would take it and it wraps onto itself and sticks just like that. So run this through here, and then you think, boy, I lied. I said it would work. I know it will work. I worked really hard to find a strip of Velcro that would fit in here. It fits, but boy, it is not loose, which is great because, you know, then your Velcro doesn't fold up on itself. So this is removable, undoable, not 3D printed. So when you decide, hey, it's time for me to take this and get it loose, strap it up. Since it's tight, doesn't fall out, good to go. Any other solutions? I'm sure there are some, but I can't think of them right now. Or at least I didn't. Oh yeah, one more. Say you want to hide your cable. So, you know, you pull this out so you can adjust your height. Then you grab your tool, which you put away. Get out your 4mm hex wrench. Drop that down. Now, you got a cable, but you don't want people to see your cables because you're vain. You print this in whatever color you want. Say you have aluminum profile, but you want black, or you want some other color to accent your rig. This I 3D printed, and it's, you know, it's not a great print, but seems to work. Drop one of these in there. Comes out the other end. Take your wrench, which you definitely put away, right? Did not. Almost a tragedy. Take this little hammerhead, go like that. I think you need M12s for this, and I might have M16s. So hopefully this works, but if it doesn't, maybe you'll never see it. Again, use your tool. Channel and a profile is only 12mm deep, so if these are M16s, it's not gonna fit. So I couldn't find my M12s. I don't know where they at. So you stick that in the channel, put a tool in there, tighten it up, keep tightening. You hope that you're using an M12. Seems to stay in place, so that's great. Do the other one. Got a ball head, so it should work without issue. But every once in a while, you don't know what you're doing. Put it in there, turn, 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 turn. All right, feels like that one was a little too long. All right, find the right bolt. That's the other thing you need to know. But guess what? You stuff that in there. You have 3 or 4 or 5 cables. You stuff those in there. Not every solution is the right solution all the time. But this one works if you got like 50 cables, like say your USB hub and all your lights and devices and things just need something to be hidden, not get knocked loose, but easily removable. Leave that on your rig, change your cables whenever you want. Not every solution is the right one all the time, but sometimes you got one that works for a lot. See you guys next time.